sir.
My daughter's not in her bed, and I can't find her. I'm sorry, but there's no calming down at this point.
How old is she?
7. She's 7.
7-year-old Trinity Hurt went to bed early on November 10th, 2021. But when the child wasn't awake by 9 a.m., her mother, Jennifer Trosin, started to worry. She searched the Hardin County, Ohio house, but couldn't find her daughter anywhere. In a state of panic and distress, she called 911.
911, where's your emergency?
I woke up, my daughter's not in her bed, and I can't find her.
What's the address, honey? Okay, just a second.
I don't know what the hell is going on.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but there's no calming down at this point. I done
Honey,
searched my
I
entire
did
house.
it. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
I just don't understand where she could have gone.
How old is she?
7. She's 7.
Okay.
I don't know why she would get up and walk out of my house. I don't know why. I don't know when. Everybody was in bed and accounted for. The boys got up just like normal. I thought she might have slept in. I went to go wake her, and she is just gone.
Okay. What's your name?
Jennifer.
What's your name?
Jennifer.
And your last name?
Trosin.
Can you spell for me? I'm so sorry.
Trosin.
Oh, okay. And a good callback number for you?
Yeah.
74?
Yeah.
You know what she had on?
No, I don't. I can't remember what she wore to bed last night.
So, did you just find this out? You just got up?
Yeah. Well, no, I've been up since 6, so I haven't heard anything or anybody get up except for the boys. And then here it is 9 o'clock, and she's not awake. And usually she's my early riser, and I don't know what's wrong. And so I went to go get her from her room, and she's just not there.
Okay, just a moment, just a minute. Okay, I just want you to stay on the line with me a minute, okay?
I'm freaking out.
How tall is she? Can you get a picture out? I'm going to send Ken TV to you.
What?
Just a moment. Just a second.
Central to K16. Central to K16. Hey, I need you to go to missing 7-year-old little girl. Mom just went in her bedroom. She's not in bed. I'm still trying to get some things. Bye.
Okay.
Oh, my God. I don't understand. Where would she have gone?
Okay, I want to get some information from you. You said she's 48 inches tall?
She's a little shorter than that. I'm not exactly sure how tall she is. She only weighs like 57 pounds. She's got brown hair, brown eyes. I just don't understand. She never leaves the house. Get inside, please. It's cold out here.
Okay. Last seen when she went to bed last night, right?
Yeah. She was last seen when she went to bed last night. I sent her to bed about 7:30, 8 o'clock. She was tired.
Okay. Let me know when you see the police officers there. And then if you think about what she has on.
It's going to be purple or pink. I just can't remember exactly what it's got on it. I just don't understand where she could have gone or why.
Did you look under her bed?
I looked everywhere. I turned her bed over. I looked in the closet. I looked upstairs in the boys' closet, under their beds. I have torn my house apart looking for my child, and I cannot find her. So, the only place I didn't look is my own bed, but I doubt she's under there.
Okay. I have weighs 57 pounds, brown and brown, guessing height 46 to 48 inches. Would have pink or purple PJs on.
I just don't know where she would even have thought of going or why. Like, why is she leaving? Oh, my God.
Okay. What grade is she in?
2nd. She knows her address. I don't think she knows her phone number.
Go ahead.
What's your daughter's name?
Trinity.
Kennedy. B. Kennedy.
Trinity. Trinity. Trinity.
Section K7. Trinity. Trinity.
Do you see him there?
Yeah, he's here.
Okay. I'll disconnect and you talk to him, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Officers responded to the call and launched a search for the missing girl with the help of the local community. Neighborhood surveillance video showed Trinity being put into a car.
I stopped and what did I just see? Did I just see that? Was that a shadow? You try to think of everything because you don't want to think that that's what you just seen. Because when we slowed it down and we seen a little shadow get in and then try to go away and then get put back in, that's when we said that's unusual. That's not okay.
Although thankful for the information, police said the footage was posted on social media before it was given to them. 2 days later, the sheriff's office got a tip about Trinity's possible whereabouts, and deputies followed up. The 7-year-old was found in an abandoned house a few miles away from her home. Community members and law enforcement cheered as Trinity was taken away in an ambulance. The sheriff's office said she was recovering in hospital. The little girl had been kidnapped by Charles Castle, a man who lived across the street from her family. He had taken and hidden her in his closet while pretending to know nothing about Trinity's whereabouts. Then he brutally assaulted and attempted to kill her, causing the child to suffer from brain damage and mobility issues. The suspect had a criminal record, having served time for possession of cocaine, but there were no charges relating to violence on his record. Most who lived nearby knew him and noticed he had been acting differently lately, driving around late at night and circling the block. Castle was found guilty on 7 counts. Trinity's recovery has been a slow and difficult process, and her family has had to come to terms with the trauma of what happened to her. While they are relieved that she was found alive, the experience has left lasting emotional and physical scars. Trinity's victim advocate delivered a powerful message to Castle in court, telling him to go die for what he had done to the innocent little girl. The 57-year-old was handed 48 years to life in prison. It was just after midnight when Anthony Cirigliano made a phone call to 911. Later, him and his entire family would vanish.
Nuevo County 911.
Yes, hello. This is Anthony John Cirigliano in Fremont, Michigan, 49412.
Okay, what's going on tonight?
Yes, everyone is okay, but I need the Fremont Police Department, and I believe he is Captain John. I need some police protection immediately.
Okay, for what?
It is of vital national interest. It is related to September 11th, and people want to erase me from the face of the earth. I'm not crazy. Mr. knows me. I'm a Christian. I just need some help, and then the U.S. government will take it from here. I know this sounds crazy. You don't have instructions for this. Please send someone that knows it and can talk to the U.S. authorities, please.
Okay. And do you have any weapons there?
No weapons at all, not even a BB gun.
All right. How do we spell your last name?
Sure. It's Cirigliano.
And your phone number?
We have no landline.
Okay. All right. We'll get him over there for you at 8 in Fremont, okay?
Okay. Can they come with their lights off and not to frighten my children, please?
Yep, definitely.
Okay. I'll look for them, knock on the door, and please try to send Mr. even if he has to be awoke from his sleep. It's that important, please.
Nope, he's on right now.
Okay, thank you.
The Fremont Police Department received the call on October 16, 2022. The operator dispatched a unit and found Anthony, his wife Suzette, and their 2 teen children, Brandon and Noah, all present and unharmed. Officers questioned the father about his call, but he couldn't provide any further details, and they left the home, assuming it was a false alarm. Then the Cirigliano family vanished. Over 24 hours later, a neighbor called the police after they found Suzette's elderly mother, who has dementia and needs care, wandering the neighborhood. Responding officers found that the doors to the family's home were locked and their minivan was gone. Their pets were still there. The disappearance had left the community concerned. During the investigation, detectives found that the Cirigliano family likely left their home between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. that Monday. In Gulliver, Michigan, investigators confirmed that the family stopped for gas and snacks at a BP gas station on October 17th, between 10:40 and 10:55 a.m. in a silver 2005 Toyota Sienna. Here, about 300 miles from their home, 19-year-old Brandon tried to make a call, but it didn't work. On Wednesday, October 19th, the Fremont Police Department made their first formal missing persons post on their Facebook page. It garnered dozens of tips, including one mentioning that they were spotted in the Upper Peninsula and Iron Mountain. Finally, a week after the 911 call, a sharp-eyed citizen saw the vehicle in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, and called the police, which led to their safe return home. The Cirigliano family confirmed that they were all safe. However, they still believed that someone was after them. But the elements of the investigation did not meet the criteria for protective custody. At this point, these claims remain unfounded. Suzette's mother is now being cared for by other family members. After a father discovers his child's lifeless body in his car, it leads to a complex trial. Was it a case of forgetfulness or a sinister plan?
911, emergency.
There's a baby on the ground.
What's the address?
I'm calling 911. Where? In Cumberland, near Cumberland. It looks like the baby is having a seizure.
Okay, what was that location, ma'am?
We're at the...
Okay. You said it's the Citgo gas station?
No, it's the Cinco intersection of Acres Mill
In Parkhouse? Is it Tokyo area?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Was left in the car.
Do you see anybody around them?
Yeah, his dad, and it was like somebody
Okay. Can you see the baby from where you are?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
How does the baby appear to be?
He looks like he's about a year and a half old.
All right. And can you see him breathing?
I'm not sure. They're doing CPR.
Who is doing CPR? One of the parents?
Looks like it's a Samaritan, and it's a good Samaritan.
Okay, I believe we do have people on the line, okay? But I want to get as much information, okay, from you. So, we don't know if the baby's breathing, correct?
I'm sorry?
We don't know if the baby's breathing.
It's under a choke like this.
Okay. All right, I did hear the officer, okay? He's requested our ambulance to get started, okay? We have them on the way. Thank you.
The call came in from a shopping center parking lot roughly 7 minutes after the father, 33-year-old Justin Ross Harris, left work at the Home Depot campus. Witnesses said he was hyperventilating and screaming while he pulled his child's lifeless body from the car. But what had led to this horrifying moment? On June 18, 2014, Harris strapped his son, 22-month-old Cooper, into his rear-facing car seat in the back seat. The father then drove from their Marietta, Georgia home to a nearby Chick-fil-A. Afterward, instead of dropping the child off at his daycare minutes from the restaurant, Harris continued to the Home Depot corporate headquarters where he worked. At 9:25 a.m., the 33-year-old parked and left Cooper strapped in his car seat. Later that morning, Harris and some co-workers left to go to lunch. Upon returning at approximately 12:45 that afternoon, the man went to his car and put away some light bulbs he had bought during the lunch break. Harris allegedly didn't notice the child still in the back seat. Sometime after 4 p.m., when the father was driving toward a theater where he was supposed to see a movie, Harris said he noticed his son. Meanwhile, the child's mother, Leanna, was already headed to the daycare where her husband was supposed to have dropped Cooper off. According to witnesses, she immediately presumed the child's father had forgotten him in the car when she found out the baby wasn't there. Investigators believe Cooper died before noon, having endured temperatures exceeding 100 degrees. Harris was arrested on the scene. Then, what had seemed like a terrible mistake turned into something more sinister. In February 2016, Leanna Harris filed for divorce, an unexpected move since she had believed the doting father was incapable of intentionally harming their child. A month later, 8 new charges were filed against Harris, including 2 counts of sexual exploitation of children and 6 of disseminating harmful material to a minor. The trial was scheduled for April 11, 2016, when jury selection began. However, the high-profile nature of the case caused many potential jurors to be biased toward guilt, so the accused lawyers requested a venue change. The judge agreed, and the trial was moved from Cobb County to Brunswick in Glynn County, where it began in October 2016. Prosecutors argued that Harris's behavior was intentional and that he left his son in the car on purpose. They presented evidence that Harris had researched the effects of hot cars on children and even participated in online discussions about how to survive in prison. Jurors were also presented with the heart-wrenching testimony of Cooper's mother, who tearfully recounted her final moments with her son. In his defense, Harris's attorneys argued that the death was a tragic mistake and that Harris had simply forgotten that his son was in the car. They showed that Harris had been under significant stress at work and had become distracted. They argued that the explicit messages with other women were a symptom of Harris's addiction to pornography, not an indication that he had intentionally harmed his son. Prosecutors claimed that in one of the chats, held on the morning Cooper was last alive, Harris posted, "I love my son and all, but we both need escapes." It sounded like a motive. And after 70 witness testimonies, ultimately the jury agreed. Justin Ross Harris was found guilty of all charges: murder, cruelty to children, sending sexually explicit messages to a minor, and lying to police. He was sentenced to life in prison plus 34 years. He would get credit for the 2 years already served. As it turned out, the story did not end there. 6 years later, the Georgia Supreme Court overturned Harris's murder conviction after it found that some of the evidence presented during the 2016 trial was excessive and unnecessary. This evidence, particularly surrounding Harris's affairs, may have unfairly influenced the jury's decision and created a bias against the accused that went beyond what was relevant to the case. His defense argued that his son's death was an accident rather than intentional. Despite this, the court upheld the sexual crimes charges against Harris, which he did not contest. He will remain in prison for these. His ex-wife said she felt vindicated by the Supreme Court's decision since Cooper's father was wonderful and loving towards the child, but a terrible husband. A brave 14-year-old girl in Massachusetts confronts a career criminal who broke into her home, helping police catch the suspect and earning praise from local law enforcement.
911, this line recorded. You need police fire.
Somebody just tried to break into my house.
Where are you?
I'm at work. I'm home alone. I'm gonna call my parents. Is that okay? Yeah.
Why don't you stay on the line with me?
I got him out of the house. I scared him. I took a video of his truck leaving, so I have his license plate number.
3840. Start to.
Yeah. Can I just call my parents really fast?
Party is in the house. Young people.
What?
I am just getting cars heading that way.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can I please just call my parents really fast?
Do you have another phone?
No. Okay, I'll just stay on the line. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just really scared.
How old are you, dear?
I'm 14.
14?
Yeah.
14-year-old is in the house. You can
I just woke up to somebody in the house.
Inside the house. At least you scared him off. Not sure. He's home alone. Relax. Where are you now, dear?
I'm sorry.
Where are you now?
I'm inside the house. I'm like in the front little area.
Can you get somewhere secure, like maybe a bathroom, and lock the door?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. I'm going to use my sister's phone to call her parents.
Okay.
Thank you.
Relax. I have everyone rolling your way.
It was Good Friday in April 2022 when 14-year-old Avery Cormier realized there was an intruder in her home. Her 12-year-old sister was still sound asleep upstairs since it was just after 7 a.m. So Avery confronted the man on her own with 2 steak knives. She then followed him outside and captured a video of the vehicle he was driving and its license plate number.
I grabbed 2 steak knives and I went and yelled at him to get out of the house, ran out of the room, and then he stood there. He kind of backed up, and then I was there. I was like, get out of my house, get out of my house.
Thanks to the teen's recording of the vehicle, State police troopers assigned to the Bourne barracks caught the career criminal driving on the Bourne Bridge a short while later. The suspect was 58-year-old Joseph Ridge, who has a record of 140 arraignments since 1980. He was ordered to be held on $200,000 bail and faces charges including aggravated breaking and entering, trespassing, and disorderly conduct. Avery's heroic actions in the face of danger were praised by Middleborough Police Chief Joseph Perkins, who commended her bravery and the compassion shown by the responding officers. The investigation is ongoing. For more True 911 calls, watch this episode next.